So I've titled this post as why your own marketing strategy may currently be killing your business, because this is the key thing that came out from this session that we had this morning. With it was with a service provider in the tech space. But before I actually tell you why your own marketing strategy could be the thing that's killing your business, let me share with you some of the good stuff that actually came out from the things that we're implementing for this company. So I've sort of like categorized them into four different strategies, and they're really simple strategies that, you know, I feel that service providers could be really benefiting from at the moment, but are not, they're not using it. So the first thing, I mean, it's all about using digital platforms, and it's all about using digital tools, and it's all about using the tech that's available to us for us to actually capitalize and monetize the huge, massive traffic that we're seeing on digital platforms like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, etc. So it's all about just trying to implement strategies that help us to monetize this traffic, but also implementing strategies that helps us to automate some of the things that we're doing. And in traditional service business, I feel, I mean, it's showing up with like the consultations I'm having that, you know, we still have a very long way to go in how we're capitalizing on these digital tools and this and technology that's available to us. Even though some of us are in the tech space, we're still not making best use of it. So yeah, there's like, you know, there's huge opportunities here. So the first thing we were talking about in terms of implementing for this company was actually for them to create more digital content. And specifically, I want to focus more on video at the moment, because, like, you know, video content is actually is beyond huge. You know, we went through a stage where only a certain type of companies were using videos online, and then we went through to, you know, all last year and the years before, user-generated content, where everybody was like just generating their own content, and all the social media platforms was like all like just full of user-generated content, where users were actually making their own videos and then putting them online. But in the business space, we still have opportunities in terms of how we use video to not only engage, but also to market to the people online, but also to then, you know, convert those prospects into actual sales. And videos actually is proven to be a very good tool in how we do this. So, like, for example, I think I put up a stat from, let me see, did I put this here? Like YouTube, because I had to write, recently I had to write an article for, I had to write an article for this publication. Yeah, oh yeah, you can see it. And I had to pull out all the stats for like how the social media platforms were doing. And YouTube at the moment has like 1.5 billion monthly active users. I think that's absolutely huge. And really what this shows us is that people are not just going to Google searching for answers to their questions, but actually they want those answers like in form of video. So people are actually going into YouTube to search for things, you know, like when they have like a pain point in their life, they're actually going into into YouTube to actually search for those answers. And this changes the way, it should change our mindset with the way we generate content, you know. So traditionally, you know, with service providers specifically, because that's what I am focused on today, and perhaps like in the tech sector, we've been very used to like just publishing stats and putting out PDFs and that sort of document online. And how we need to change our perspective on this is actually that we want to make it more human, and we want to put out more content that, well, video content really, in how we present our ideas, how we present our service offerings, how we present how, you know, the benefits of our product and everything else that flows from there. So yeah, the first big thing that was jumping out was actually you need to create more digital content, and specifically video content. Even so, as a service provider, you probably are visible on platforms such as like LinkedIn. So LinkedIn recently brought in their own like video functionality, which means that people are now going to be like uploading videos directly onto LinkedIn. And I think, you know, this just shows you every platform now, they're very high on like on video content, because they know that their users want them, they want to see videos. So yeah, with LinkedIn now, actually you can use videos on there as well. And this is the time for you to like actually jump in there and start being visible to your prospects using videos. So yeah, so that's one of the key things. And then the second strategy that I had, so I think I have 4 strategies. The first was you need to start looking at how you generate content, but specifically more video content, because a lot of companies are not doing it. Generating video content, but thinking about it in a way that you are generating content that's of value, and that you're using that to either to train or to provide knowledge, but you want it to be of value to your prospect and to your viewers online. And then the second strategy that we were talking to this company about was about creating funnels. And this is another thing that service providers, the online scene, they're doing it, but with the traditional service providers, you know, we still have a little bit to do on this area, like creating funnels. So the idea is that you want to take a prospect from, you know, through a journey from bringing a prospect to a customer or to a client, and you can do this very well with funnels. And so when I talk about funnels, I'm talking about like starting from one stage of your marketing. So we could look at, so traditionally actually with service providers, we do market our business, and then we put things out there for prospects to see, and then we try and follow that up with either like a sales conversation, and then from that sales conversation, you know, maybe we do more sales conversations, and then we go and then pitch for that project if we're lucky and we're given, you know, time to come and pitch for it, or we keep following up and have that discussion back and forth. So that they get to know us, you know, we send them some sales materials and stuff like that. And then hopefully then, you know, they take us on as a client. But with the funnels, what you want to try and do is you actually want to try and take your prospect through the same journey, but by you using all the online assets that you have. So for example, Facebook is huge at the moment, and it has been huge for a long time. But when I speak to certain CEOs and some type of businesses, they feel that Facebook is still not for them yet. You know, they feel they should be more visible on LinkedIn, and that Facebook, you know, is not the place for business. But I do not agree. I think that all the decision makers themselves are on Facebook. So I pulled out, let's see if I can find it, another stat while I was writing for this article. And at the moment it says, like, you know, Facebook has 2 billion active monthly users. Like, that's huge. everybody, not everybody, most people are on Facebook. So that CEO or that head of marketing or that head of operations or that CIO that you want to get in touch with, it's very likely that they have a Facebook account. Okay, so with the funnels that we are creating, what we're looking at, how we're looking at it is that, okay, we take all your current digital asset that you already have and we turn that into something that's of value. And we want to then be able to attract this, your current prospect or the decision makers that you're talking to or that you want to talk to. We want to get their attention online somewhere, and we want to take them on this journey using your marketing funnels. And Facebook is a brilliant place to start. So I'll just give you an example. So you could do things like retargeting. In fact, let me give you a really good strategy if you want to use Facebook to then attract clients. I always say that, okay, so you always start with some form of ads, and that ads could be more generic in terms of like targeting or like your prospect, your targeted prospect. So you can put a profile together of who your target prospect are, and you do things like ads, to get their attention. And using that, you can then take these people towards something that you think would be of value to them. So it could be an FAQ PDF that you've released. It could be your company's vision statement. It could be anything that you already currently give, whatever strategy that you have in mind. So you would direct this set of people to something that you think they will find of use, something that is free. And you think about it in terms of like, how do you normally have that conversation with your prospect? And you do the same with this ads that you're creating. So you'll be directing them to useful content. And then at the same time, you would then create a retargeting ad, for example, based on the people that are already either they're already engaging with you, or they've taken an action on the previous ads that you've done, or they've been on your website looking at some of your content or your sales materials, etc., or some of the CEOs or CIOs or marketing leads, etc., that you've actually already engaged with. You would create another target group for that, and you would then do a different kind of ad to those people, and then you take those people through on a different kind of journey. So when I talk about creating sales funnels, this is what I mean, is the idea of actually taking the same sales conversations that you have been having with your current prospect and then turning that into an automated marketing funnels where you can still take them through that same conversation. So there is a huge demand there for service providers in doing that, and I don't feel that we're quite well. Some are doing it very well, but there is still a very big demand and opportunities for us to use that to actually save time with our current marketing and our current sales effort. Because when you automate your sales and your marketing process, you're saving so much time, but also you have this huge market to sell to. So you can potentially increase your sales significantly while reducing your budget, your marketing budget. So that was the second thing I had. It was about creating sales funnels. And then I think that I had, it was about actually online offers. So this is another thing that we picked up, online offers. We, as service providers, we are still relying on the traditional way of doing business, that we feel that, we have to make those sales conversations and we have to go and pitch. But actually, if you've taken somebody through that funnels that I spoke about, and you've taken them through the different ways of getting to know your company, the people behind the scene, of getting to know your products, your services, the benefit of it. And you've done this very well online using the videos that I spoke about, using the funnels that I spoke about. It's then also very easy for you to actually be able to pitch online to the same people. And a good strategy is actually to turn something that you already offer, maybe one of your low budget service offerings, something that is not the lowest that you have, and actually pitching that online, pitching that within your sales funnels to your prospect as they go through that sales funnels, because it's actually a way of you kickstarting the sales conversation. So if someone is interested, they will pick up the phone and they'll call you. So it's about you actually putting more online offers out there and actually putting more call to actions. You know, I cannot believe the amount of either videos I have seen online from tech companies, from training providers, etc., etc., and they don't have really good call to action. You know, they might just have like, visit our website for more information, and that's not really a very strong call to action. So we need to change our mindset that actually we're on a platform where our prospects are actually, you know, they're watching us and they're listening to what we've got to say, and perhaps they need our service. So we need to pitch. You know, this is a perfect opportunity to also pitch. So we need to make more online offers and actually put more very strong call to action. And then that might kickstart a sales conversation. And then what that does is actually you've saved so much time, you know, and so much resources, those normal resources where you would send the sales marketing out there, they would go to networking meetings, they would talk to people, they would bring the business cards back, they would put the business card onto the CRM system, then the salespeople will start calling these people up and chasing these people up, and then perhaps then you have to pitch for stuff. You know, you're saving all that. And I'm not saying you're going to stop that, but, you know, you are actually using other resources to reach more people, using the same process, but you're doing it online. So that was a really good one. Online offers and very strong to call actions. And then the fourth thing, which really excites me, and it's about repurposing your content. So I spoke about video first, and the way you need to start thinking about your online digital content, specifically videos, because I love videos, and I run a video production company that we provide promotional videos, training videos, etc. to service providers. That's why I'm really like hot on videos. But now this is what I tell clients: when you produce video, think about it very carefully even before you start. Try and produce and make content that you can repurpose for different platforms. So at the moment, I don't know, I'm not sure. Did I put a stats? I think I had a stats, but I'm not sure if I put it online. So at the moment, there are so many different platforms out there where you can potentially reach so many people. Okay. So, you know, I think I have a stat, but I'm not sure where I put it. So we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have LinkedIn, huge traffic here. So what you need to start thinking about is actually how you can repurpose one content and reach a huge market. So you would take that video, you repurpose it, you cut it into chunks, like maybe take snippets of stuff that you can put on Instagram, take another snippet that you can put on Facebook, maybe pick a little bit of chunk that you can do as a video that go onto your Facebook page, your business Facebook page. You take a chunk that you think are relevant and you put that on LinkedIn. Perhaps you can do the whole video and change that into like a masterclass. It's about you thinking about how you can repurpose your content. So before you even start creating any digital content always starts with, okay, if we are going to address this frequently asked questions, and there are 10 of them, how can we create it in a way that we can use that same content to reach our prospects on the different platforms available to us? So that's the way you need to start thinking about creating your digital content. And then this way, you have such a huge market to reach. Those were the 4 things. Let me just recap them very quickly. It was about you thinking about how you can create more digital content, specifically videos, because it makes you more human, especially in the tech sector. We still have this mindset of coming across like the computers that we use, everything is so like, and everything is so like stats, and everything is can be so boring. And if you can implement videos, into your digital content to make it come across as more human and make people engage with you more. So, and then the second thing was about you creating more, creating marketing funnels. And the mindset around this is that you want to automate your marketing process. You want to rely less on the traditional marketing process where you get out there and you network, and then you take the cards, and then you put the cards in your CRM system, and then your salespeople start doing the phone call, and then you try and pitch. You want to implement more of the marketing tools and the digital platforms into your business growth. And with this, you're going to actually reduce your cost, but you'll be reaching a much bigger market, and you'll be talking to so much more people. And your sales process actually is going to be more easy, and your sales targets are going to be more easy to reach. And then the third thing I had was about actually having more online offers and having more strong call to action, very strong ones. So it's the same conversations that you have with, when your marketing people are out there. It's the same conversations that you're bringing, but you're just streamlining that into your marketing funnels. And then the fourth thing was about you actually thinking, how can I repurpose some of the content that we have already, or how can we create content that we can distribute, over all these amazing digital channels, digital platforms where our current prospects and decision makers are spending the time. Some of them will be on Facebook. That's after 7, relaxed and, in a much better headspace. And then, when your brand comes up into the timeline, perhaps they will be in a better mood to actually see what you have to offer or what you have to say to them. So it's about actually you repurposing that content to reach more people. So at the beginning of this call, I think I said to you that I wanted to show you why your marketing strategy could actually be killing your business slowly and you don't know it. So I'm going to tell you that now. I actually have a video to show you, but before that, so one of the sales conversations that I was having with a tech company, they were a tech company. They've been in business for quite a while, and I'm having a conversation with their marketing head. And one of the things she told me was well, our business, we've traditionally got clients through networking and through pitching. So yeah, we're not sure if that's all that online stuff, it won't suit us. It's seriously? I mean, I didn't say that. I was okay. But now I'm saying it. I'm seriously, if you're going to move with the digital age, you could be a traditional service company, but the people that are going to be your decision makers in a few years, all they know is the digital platform. And you need to get right in there. In fact, some of the decision makers that you are having conversations with now, they are so much focused on the digital platform. They're always there, and you need to be there. Otherwise, you're just like, you know, give it a few years and you're still using the traditional method. I don't know, your funnels, your sales funnels would be a little bit shaky. So, and then I'll show you this video. It's so funny. I hope I can get it up. So then we saw, okay, so this is Gary Vee, and he's talking about, actually, I'll just let you watch it. I hope you can see it. Okay, I hope that. I'm not sure if you could hear the sound on that. I hope you could hear the sound on that, because I love that video. If you could not hear the sound on that, then leave me a comment, and I'm going to give you the link to it. I hope you could hear the sound on that. Yeah, so that was really funny. Like, you know, Gary was talking about, I mean, they were saying, you know, like, no, we think people actually love coming, you know, to the store to look at the DVD, the back of the DVDs. But anyway, look where that got them, and look where Netflix is on now. So the point of that is we need to get into the digital age, and we need to like give our clients and our prospects what they want, you know, and we need to think about how we automate our sales and marketing. And we need to look at ways of actually reaching our prospects using all these digital platforms. And so this really, I was really excited after having this session today. And I thought, I'm just going to quickly jump in here and share this 4 really amazing tips. So yeah, I would love to invite you, if there is any of those 4 strategies that you want to explore further, like, you know, I'm Folake B, and I'm going to put the link to my diary under this video, and it would be lovely to have a conversation about any of those strategies. It's like really like a 30-minute call with you to see if I can help with anything that I've mentioned in this video. And if that's the case, then, you know, I will see you on the other side. So, wow.